Welcome back to a Rumple video. Thought I'd make a vid that covers my entire Sith team in the CLS era. How I've moved to mostly speed mods, but still have tenacity mods in the mix. Since my last video on how to set up a successful Sith team, they were all tenacity mods primarily. And in that era, those were fast enough. Well, it's been a year now for me in this game, and my shard is caught up, and speeds are getting into the 270 range. My tenacity mods were not getting me in that range. Even with secondaries as a 19. So, I've switched to speed mods, as you'll see. The only one I'm not concerned with the speed mod yet was Sith Trooper. He's all on tenacity. Because of the speed mod high defensive rate, I would like to probably get him there too on speed mods. Not necessarily worried about the secondary, but the defense. So I'm thinking eventually the entire team will be on speed mods with a secondary of tenacity. Let me show you their gear real quick. They're all gear 12. Palp was my first to get 2 pieces, which also helped Palp very, very much. Because he was only at 20,000 health. It was ridiculous. That. And yes, the resistance. That's how I got him more than 30%. His third piece is more offense. I haven't worried about it yet. So Palp got 2 pieces of gear 12. ST has been given 2 pieces of gear 12. And this is what made the Nihi lead strong again. 5% hail steel, plus all the other little bonuses here. This is a great piece of gear. On top of that, I gave him 25 armor, 100 strength, 1500 health. He's at 10% health steel, and under Nihi's 150% health steel, it works great. Put my Nihi back into the lead of leading again. And then my last piece of gear 12 went to Zavage. Same thing that ST got. So I'm looking maybe to do this next on Zavage. It would really help him as well. That's just offense. So there's a quick look at their gear. Their gear 12 and their pieces. Like I said, those 2 pieces on Sith Trooper is what helped put my Nihi back into the lead on my team. Let me show you some examples of the high defense secondaries in speed mods. .23 defense. It's only 5 speed. But Sith Trooper doesn't need a lot of speed. 9 speed, 25 defense. I do not get high defense like that out of tenacity. 14 speed, 5 defense. It's just the opposite. There's a decent one, 9 speed. So, if I was to put this set on Sith Trooper, his defense would be off the roof. But I don't have enough to go around. I need Palp strong. As you can see, he's 41% armor. So imagine all of those defensive on my Sith Trooper. And I've thought about it. Because there's only 8 defense there. And look, I got a 15 speed. He was quite a little too slow. Only a 9 defense, see, no speed. And a primary defense. 5 defense, 13 speed. 14 defense, primary tenacity, and only 5 speed. 16 defense, no speed. So I was more concerned about pout. He's spongy. He gets squished. That is why this set is on pout. But if this set was on my ST, oh man. So what are his stats? 28% armor. That's pretty high for pout. 34 resist. And it has helped tremendously. He's only 211. But when you have a SAS running on your team, you don't necessarily have to be concerned with speed. We'll go over him real quick. A 30 speed with a 9 defense. 5 speed, 23 defense. I chose the protection here over a defense because I needed to get him with some speed. I needed him over 200. And this 14 speed, 5 defense worked well. Plus that 23 protection primary. 11 speed, 9 defense, and 1,000 protection. 8 speed, 5 defense, and a primary 11 defense. Why I went with this mod. Plus it has that protection. And a 9 speed, 25 defense. So that is what made Palp. 26,000 health, 25,000 protection, 211 speed. But tenacity's low. I don't worry about high potency on Palp. He stuns great. 2,500 damage. The 28% armor and 34 resist. That is what that speed set does. I will make a separate vid and move these mods from Palp to ST and show you just what a monster ST will be. But then I won't have anything on Palp. Okay, we'll go ahead and move to the leader. I did want him in a 220 range. It required speed mods. He used to run all tenacities. The entire team was on all tenacities. Now the entire team is on all speed. Well, almost all of them. 25,000 health, 57,000 protection, 221 speed, 70% tenacity. Ward off those detrimental effects. 32% armor. He's low on resist, 22. But he tanks, and he tanks well. 30 speed, 7 defense with 1% with that. 11 speed, not much defense. I was more concerned on getting him over 220 speed. Primary protection, 9 speed with some more protection. 11 defense primary, 10 speed, 6 defense. That primary, that 2% potency just happened to fall in there. I wasn't really wanting potency there. I was wanting tenacity. But it is what it is. So when you see the potency there, if I'm not speaking about it, I wasn't concerned about potency. It's at 10 speed with that 6 defense. And you got some offense with it. 24% primary tenacity, 10 speed, 7 defense. Then my fastest tenacity, 19 speed, secondary. With a primary protection. And I got the 7 defense as a secondary there as well. Primary protection. That give me that high protection. 19 speed helped. So there you have it. That is a knee setup. Works great in the CLS GK Zarris era. This mod setup is excellent. On to Zavage. Zavage has a setup kind of like Palp. 28,000 health. 44,000 protection, 220 speed. Yes, very fast Zavage. It helps. Tenacity, 61%. Physical damage, 3,000. 38% armor with a 27 resist. Now I like him at a high speed. SAS Savage combination is beautiful. And the faster your Savage is, the more he is going. 30 speed with a secondary of 9 defense once again. Yeah, I got him on a 5 speed with 21 defense. That is a nice mod. Primary protection with 14 speed. Now there's no defense as a secondary in here. And I am farming tenacity mods. That is a tough one to get. I do hope to get a secondary defense there. Speed mod. Primary defense. 11 speed is a secondary with a high 18 defense. And speed mods are just rocking in the secondary defense. My tenacity mod, primary tenacity, 24%. Good secondary defense, 12 speed. Plus a 3% defense. It's a nice mod. And to finish it up on the speed mods, a protection of primary, 13 speed secondary with another 12 defense. The speed mods, they are your ticket. The speed tenacity set, working wonders. On to Pout. Kind of looked over his stuff already. I'll just go through these. He has a 9 defense secondary. 5 speed, 23 defense. I did need some speed on him, like I said, but I did get some secondary defense in there in 5. 14 speed on this mod. 9 defense in the secondary on the 1,000 protection, 11 speed with a primary 11 defense. 8 speed. Now I went with the primary defense on Pout. And I did get some secondary defense on this mod as well. Pout needed the defense more than anybody on the team. And once again, speed mod. This is a great mod. 9 speed, secondary, 25 defense. Now, if that primary was a protection, this mod would be A+. But it only gets an A because of that health. You much want that protection. It's so much greater. But it is a great mod. Oh, I wish that was a primary protection. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to throw these mods on my ST. It will make him 50% defense, I'm almost positive. That will be another video. Move on to ST. Last but not least, we'll be on some speed mods sooner or later. I did get a secondary defensive 8 on this tenacity mod, so that was nice. Another 800 protection. An 8 secondary defense on this one as well, with 15 speed. I didn't want him too slow. Now, no secondary speed, but I'm not too worried about that. I did get a good secondary of 9 defense. Plus, I went with the primary of 9 defense. I had him at 60k protection and was using this mod as a primary protection, but I felt the defense was working better than having more protection on him. Another secondary, 5 defense, 13 speed. This is a good one. 14 defense in the secondary. High for a tenacity mod. 5 speed. And I went with the tenacity here as a primary. Ward off those detrimental effects. I'm actually thinking if I could get the primary as a defense here, I might go with that. And then primary protection, 16 defense in the secondary. That's great. No speed on this one either. Once again, you're not worried on him going that fast. And even if you get a bunch of speed on him, he's like 180. He's still slow. So, there are the mods on ST. Here's his setup. Like I said, I had him at 60k protection, but he was only like 38% armor. I lost 10k protection. I got 41% armor. 30% resistance. Both of those will go up with speed mods, and I will figure that out in another video. There's ST. And last but not least, my Sith Assassin, who at the moment is becoming a little slow. And she's at 264. I've been fumbling around trying to get her to 270, and I just can't do it. I've moved mods, I don't know how many times. I've gone through my inventory, I don't know how many times looking. I need a 15 speed here, that'd give me 5 more. And another 3 speed here would be 7, would be 8 more. Would put her at 272. And she'd be perfect in my shard. My shard has got to the 270 range in the top 10 area. So when I'm in the top 10 now, there are players going faster than me. It's making it harder. So farming, I farm about 320 energy a day in Cantina. That's 20 battles. And I still have not come up with a mod with 15 speed here or 15 speed here. I do have a 15 speed here as a speed mod. It's just been hard for me to get. Alright. So anyways, I need to get her 270. She's at 28% armor. Low resist. But she's always stealth. So it doesn't really matter. And the way I play, I keep her stealth. So I didn't find it as a concern needing high armor and resist. But I did get a second defense 7 for her. With a 650 protection. 12 speed. That is my fastest square mod as a speed. And it came with 14 defense. Like I said, the speed mods have got the defense. I can't wait to make that video for ST. It's going to be a beast. 15 speed. No defense as a secondary. But once again, I'm not so concerned with that on her because she stays stealth. So I went with the protection to get her higher protection as primary. A 10 speed here. I think that's my fastest diamond speed mod. Secondary is a 10. It's just killing me to get this one faster. And only a 7 defense. So once again, I'm trying to get this one faster and this one faster. And I'm farming 320 energy a day in Cantina. It's rough. My fastest tenacity cross mod, 16 speed, secondary. And I was lucky to get that primary tenacity. And then my fastest circle speed mod with a 15 speed is secondary. And got lucky and got 6 defense. For me, it's gotten tough in these last, I'd say 3 months. I have been spending about 300 energy, 320 energy a day. And have not gotten anything better than these two in 3 months. So keep your head up. I'm keeping my head up. It's like, oh, because I've got to get her 270. I can get Dooku to 272. Oh, and I've got other videos where I've been playing with Dooku under a Nihi lead. And it's working great. He's faster than my Sass. I actually swapped mods from Savage and put him on Dooku. And he's at a 272 range, and he's in the fastest. But he's just not powerful enough. Once he goes, it's over with. And even with those mods on Sass, she gets slower. So I've gone through all the combinations trying to get Sass faster. And I do have videos coming out with Dooku in the top 10 under a Nihi lead. But only against Rex leads and GK Zarris teams. I do not put him on the team against CLS teams. He gets crushed. Okay, so anyways, there are my mods, how to set up a successful Sith team in a CLS era. Look forward to, I'm going to put speed mods on ST. He will just be super beast. And I've got videos of Dooku on the team under a Nihi lead, but only battling against the Rex and GK Zarris teams. So how do I know this is a successful way to set up your Sith team. Let's go look. And yes, that's how I know. And I'm at a Nihi lead right now. I've got bids on that. I've been switching to a Nihi lead, especially mostly against the Rex and GK Zarris teams. But yeah, right here. Nothing but CLS GK. There's a Rex. There's a Rex. Tarkin, alright. But yeah, you can see. Now another Sith team in the top 50. That's how I know that's a successful way to set up a Sith team. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Okay. I want to thank y'all for watching. Look forward to new videos coming out. Have a good day.